This video is it's from 2023. It's during Easter. People get to the church for the liturgy, and Ukrainian army shelled the center of Donetsk in the middle of the night. And of course, some people were killed. It was a purely civilian area, and this is the central market of Donetsk. It was shelled so many times since the beginning of the special military operation. It is the same. It's a purely civilian area, like you can see. It's just a market. It was shelled, I think, 4 or 5 times. Every time there were, unfortunately, victims among the civilians. You can see here the holes that the rockets have let. Every time I try as maximum to document, to fix the direction of the shelling, the type of ammunition, to prove the origin. Of course, when it's shelling done by HIMARS or like 155 millimeters shell, or these rockets which are done by the Vampire launch rocket, multiple rocket launcher. So we have the direct proof that it's Ukraine, because these weapons are only on the Ukrainian side. They are not on the Russian side. So on this video, you see it was a taxi driver. He was injured, and the woman who was sitting in his taxi was killed directly by the shelling.
That means they are shelling civilians.
Yeah, and it's since 2014. Since 2014, the Ukrainian army has shelled repeatedly purely civilian areas. The aim is really to terrorize the people, to kill a maximum of purely civilian. You know, they know when they shell. You know, when you shell a school, when you shell a church, when you shell a market. I mean, you cannot have. You know where they are. I mean, they have not moved after 2014, you know. So they know it's purely civilian areas. And unfortunately, civilians cannot answer, you know. When they shell military targets, of course, the soldiers can answer. They can shell back, they can strike back, but civilians cannot. And that's why they are also shelling civilians. We have seen today what happened in Suja, in the Kursk region, where Ukraine has shelled the school where civilians were hiding. They tried to pretend it was Russia, but there was 4 launch of rockets from the Sumy region, which is in Ukraine, in direction of Suja, which were recorded just before they announced that pretendly Russia has shelled the school on our own territory. So yeah, it's really a bad habit from Ukraine. This video is from the 1st of January last year, just after midnight. So at the moment where usually this place, which is the central place of Donetsk, it's the Lenin Square. Usually there is a Christmas tree there, and people gather here for the new year. Thanks God, we anticipated, the authorities of the DPR anticipated, and they forbade any gathering there, and no Christmas tree. And thanks God they have done that, because if this place would have been full of people like usually, it would have been really a massacre, a bloodbath, really.
If I understand well, they were doing this all the time until 2022. That means they were shelling
all the time. Even when the Minsk agreements were signed, they were always shelling. Since 2016, I have seen and I've documented myself a lot of shellings. We had even some period where they shelled more. Like beginning of 2017, they heavily shelled. So, what we see now is that Tochka-U, this Tochka-U, which was sent by Ukraine on a district of Makiyevka, near a place where they are transforming, oil into benzene and so on. Yeah, and refinery, and it fell really in the garden of these people. This Tochka-U was sent by Ukraine. I know that at the beginning of the special military operation, Russia was accused to send such missiles on the Ukrainian territory, but it's completely false because Russia has no more Tochka-U. And it was even documented by an American magazine, which is specialized into like doing full inventory of all the armies in the world. So they are inventorying all the weapons they have. And in 2019, this magazine wrote clearly that Russia get rid of its last Tochka-U, and because they have developed the Iskander, so they had better missiles, so they didn't use anymore the Tochka-U. The Tochka-U was used by Ukraine already since 2014. They have shelled a lot of cities like Snezhnoye, like Perez, with these missiles. And at the beginning of the special military operation, they shelled even the center of Donetsk with one of these missiles. And what you have to know, these missiles are really highly destructive. They contain it's a sub-ammunition weapon. So it explodes. It's spreading a lot of boxes, which are themselves full of explosive with shrapnels.